Hi guys, and I hope that everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope that everyone had an amazing. Hi, if you are tuning in, please go ahead and say hi. Hi guys. I hope everybody's having an amazing, amazing holiday period. I hope that you had an amazing Thanksgiving, an amazing Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, and I hope you have a terrific Cyber Monday. Hi guys. How's everybody doing? Wow, we have quite the crowd right now. So, hi guys, I'm going to be doing some live readings using my Rider-Waite tarot deck today here, but basically doing one-on-ones. So I'll be bringing people on if you want to basically come on. It's going to be a general reading, and so it's not really over a specific area of your life. So if you feel brave enough, if not, you haven't, put your hair up. Use this time now, because I'm going to be bringing some people on, and if you want to come on, you can just comment or you can just join me. But I will be doing that. For those of you that have purchased a reading with me through Black Friday, I had a massive, massive success, guys. I don't even have the words to begin to say thank you for just supporting me. And if you are a repeat customer, or if not, if you are just like someone that wanted to get a reading, thank you so much for supporting. The sale's still going on. It's 50% off of everything in my shop. Basically use promo code Santa Claus. It's all all uppercase letters. And yeah, there is I calculated there was 27 spots left. So basically what I mean by spots is that you can use that coupon 27 more times. So that could be 27 people, or if you've already purchased a reading, you go back and you're like, I need to get a reading for somebody else. You can do that as well. Or if it's not reading, you want some jewelry, there's some beautiful pieces still on my website, as well as the cards. As far as my book is concerned, Starseed Footsteps, I actually sold out of that. So I am just so happy. A lot of you are just waking up. Hi guys. Welcome to this Instagram live. This is Ray, Psychic Medium Ray. And if you have not checked out my ASMR video, you need to check it out, because it was hilarious. I've never done ASMR in my life. It was the first time. These horoscopes were not meant to be serious or taken seriously in any kind of way. This was me having fun with myself and just, just letting loose and cutting up and being a character like I am. So, hi guys, thank you for being here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I also want to announce that sometime this week, I will be having the the yearly 2020 horoscopes available, but they will not be available on YouTube until January 1st. Or December 31st, like New Year's Eve. I'm actually going to be producing that content and pushing it to Vimeo, and I'll be announcing all the details and specifics. But for like a $1.99 subscription a month to my Vimeo channel, you'll be able to get access to all brand new content before anyone else. What does that mean? It means that before I push things out to YouTube, you're going to get access to that before everybody else. So like the monthly horoscopes, I'll be doing it like a month in advance. And so you'll get access to that before I actually release it to YouTube. And the reason that I'm doing this, if you're not familiar with what's going on in YouTube, it is crazy. There's a lot of people that are leaving the platform, a lot of content creators. I am a content creator. So there's a lot of people worried about this new January 2020 due to the FTC and this COPPA law, if you have not been aware of it. This is more geared towards people who have created content for children, or geared towards children, to protect them from data collection. And I'm not going to get into it in this live, because I could be talking like for hours. So if you haven't checked out my video called Witch Hunt, the future psychic reading on the future of YouTube, go ahead and check that out on my channel, so that way you can understand it. The only thing that I ask, hi Candy, is that if you support my channel, or you support me, or any other spiritual person in the community, spiritual community, or the YouTube community in period, whether it's your beauty channel, it's your favorite gaming channel, it's your favorite family content channel, sign the petition. And then there's a link on that video that I pushed out for you to actually write to the FTC your comments, because basically the government is giving, up until like December 9th, a voice for us, the people, we the people. This has always been about a democracy, not a dictatorship. And the way that the FTC is going forward is like they are kind of trying to censor YouTube, and it should all be, YouTube was never made to be the babysitter for children. That is parents' responsibility. So if you don't want the government stepping in and telling you as parents what you need to do to, what your children are allowed and are not allowed to see, then you need to step in and have a voice and say something and speak up. Because again, that's what's happening basically, is that YouTube is getting censored. And once YouTube gets censored, guess what? Instagram is going to be next, and so is Facebook, and all these other, Twitch, Patreon, TikTok, all of these other websites and I can't even talk. Social media platforms need to will be targeted next by the FTC. So I don't know the future of my channel. I don't know what to expect, only what I've been told, but I'm not going to be intimidated or be scared. So I'm going to continue to produce content on YouTube, but I am slowly transitioning to Vimeo to make sure that I have a safe place to house all of my videos and content in the event that YouTube would be no longer in existence for me or for other content creators. So check out my video. That being said and done, I'm going to start bringing people on. So thank you for being here. Juicy Judy, 23. I'll give you all those details, Adele. It's not yet. I don't have that information. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Ray. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. So what are you up to today, my friend?
Nothing much. Just here cooking for the children. It's like a cloudy day outside.
Yeah, it's pretty cloudy. Well, it was supposed to be cloudy here, but it's kind of, it's like in between sunny and cloudy, and we're supposed to get like a strong cold front tonight. I'm in South Texas, so looking forward to that. So
I'm in New York.
Yeah, New York, yes. I read for you a couple of months ago. I remember that, and I don't remember what I told you in that reading, but are you open to a general reading today?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me use my cards here. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite. Let me go ahead and adjust this camera because I feel like I'm being cut off. Okay, cool. And I'm going to just shuffle, and I'm going to pull 3 cards and see what Spirit shows me.
Okay.
Are you open to receiving any messages at all?
Yeah.
Okay. And I hope everybody's enjoying today and the energy, etc. There's so much drama going on, not just in YouTube, but in the whole world, with people fighting over things, and it's just crazy.
I wonder what's going to happen with people that have like children. Children in their YouTube pages that they're not signed up for YouTube Kids.
Oh, I know. There's
like a lot of families.
There's children that make content themselves. I saw some video. I don't know. I came across some video that I think she's like 15 or 16, and she's making content like Barbie dolls. I guess some adults, some teenagers, they still play with toys and stuff like that. And she was talking about her channel. She has like 1 million followers. Yeah. And so I don't know what's going to happen to a lot of these people that do content that's really like for kids, or kids friendly. But a lot of people are saying, well, what is YouTube Kids for? And then a lot of people are saying, well, I have a 6 or 7-year-old or 8-year-old or 9-year-old, 10-year-old, and they don't want to look at, YouTube Kids because it's just for like toddlers and preschoolers. And I'm like, well, then it's up to the parents to regulate, what they see. But I see in so many places that I go to, like not schools, but like stores or, doctor's offices. And there's just people just letting their kids on the phone and don't even pay attention to what they're looking at. It's like they are leaving it up to YouTube to be a babysitter. And so they need to, it should be the parents' responsibility.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
All right, so for you, I got here the Hermit. Okay, so for the Hermit card, what this symbolizes for me, like it means that right now you're in a period where you may be feeling like more comfort at your home, in your space, kind of like being more not wanting to socialize or go out. There's like a transformation that you're going through, but I feel like you want to be more to yourself right now more than anything with this card, with the Hermit card. I feel like there could be a sense of kind of like loneliness or kind of interpreting things that are coming up, you know, for you, like thinking about the future 2020. What is it holding for you? So you're using this time to kind of be more to yourself. Let me see what the next card is. Okay, and then you have something else going on. You got this one, which is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm always counting. I think this is like the 8 of Swords. As you can see, this person's kind of distressed, kind of worried. Again, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from you. There's some worries about finances, worries about, you know, maybe your love life, in those kind of 2 areas. So with this card, you know, what I feel like is like you need to kind of like let go of this, like surrender to the higher power. Basically, just don't be so worried about, because when you start worrying, it's like a vibration that you're sending out to the universe, and basically the universe picks up on that, and that vibration can come back and kind of manifest into a reality. So Spirit is wanting you to release all those worries. The Star card, again, is the 3rd card I pulled for you. So the Star card is like, for me, it deals with your emotions. Notice how she's like dipping in the water, and she's basically you're digging deep into your inner self and asking yourself, what can I change in myself at this point, so that way I can be a stronger version of myself as I get into 2020. And so that's what I feel like all of this, the rest of this month. Oh, happy December 1st, by the way. We are in the month of December, so there's 24 days left until Christmas. So I feel like this whole month for you is going to be very important for you. It's going to be a month of where you're doing a lot of introspection, and basically what this basically translates to is you just kind of like making a list for yourself of what you need to accomplish or what you want to do, and start manifesting and going towards those things that you want to, whether it's like starting a new job or doing something self-employed. Because I think in the last reading I spoke something about you like having a self-employed venture. I can't remember. Like I said, when I channel, I don't remember. But
yeah,
I think like this is more time. Like if you've been procrastinating or holding back or making excuses, like in your mind that, you know, well, I don't have the money to do this. Start thinking in the terms that you can do it in a different way. Sometimes even if you don't have a lot of money, you can work out of your apartment, out of your home, you know, home space, with whatever ideas that you have. And so I feel like this is what Spirit is trying to tell you, you know, that you can do it without even having right now the finances that you need. But I feel like for you, this is very important for you to just tune into like the areas that you can change, but don't dwell on it. You know, spend some time like de-stressing, spend some time, you know, going public places. I feel like even though you're introverted and that's good to stay at home, I feel like you need to kind of like be pushed out and kind of have some fun, because I don't see too much fun with those cards that are pulled up. Yeah. I feel like it's a very heavy or oppressive energy with you. So I feel like you need to like kind of change that dynamic, and only you can do that, sweetheart. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of the month and amazing rest of your day today. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let me see who's next. She's such a sweetheart.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, sweetheart. What is your name?
I'm Julie.
Julie, and where are you from, Julie?
I'm from Toronto.
All right, Toronto, my Canada peeps. Yes. Is it cold over there? Let me ask you that.
It's freezing. We have freezing rain today. We have snowstorm today.
Are y'all like experiencing any power outages or anything?
No, not yet. Thank God. I need
does
to
it typically get bad? When does it get really bad? Like up there? Is it like during the month of January?
January, February. Like, I mean, we got snow in November this year. It's kind of rare.
This year has been kind of rare. I would say, like, you know, even for South Texas, we don't usually have what we call a winter or even strong weather. And I feel like it's been very much like cooler than normal, you know, for us.
Colder than it usually is here. Like, usually winter does not start in November.
Thank God for your internet connection wherever you're walking to in your home. You got.
Oh, I just came to my room. There's the snow.
Oh, it's so pretty. I
Yeah.
love that view.
It's
I love
cool.
your hair, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So pretty.
Thanks.
I'm into red this month. Like, I don't know why. I've always loved red. That's one of my favorite colors. But that's why I decided to wear this shirt. It's kind of like an orange red. I have a cherry red one that I'm going to be wearing closer to Christmas. So
I was blonde for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went like this.
Girl, there's nothing wrong changing, being bold.
No, I need to change sometimes.
That's right. So are you open to anything that comes through from Spirit with the cards?
Anything.
Okay, so the way that I interpret the cards are different from other readers, maybe, but we all, do things differently. I don't go by the manual or by like the typical meanings always. I kind of use my intuition with it. So I'm picking up a mother figure, like immediately before I even get to the cards. There's a strong female energy coming through. I feel like this is very much like a motherly or grandmother energy around you. And she's coming through and she's saying that she's sorry. So I don't know what your relationship was with, your mom or your grandma, whoever this is that is coming through. But she is an older lady. And what I feel is like the relationship may have not been the best here in the physical world. Like there were some differences, very strong opinions, etc. And so she wanted me to give you the message that she is sorry for that, and that hopefully you can take that and understand that and not hold on to it. I also feel like, she is watching over you. And even though she's not here in the physical world, whoever this is, this person, there's a lot of love for you, and she is proud of you. So these are the things that I feel like she never got to say, or there wasn't enough of it said to you. And so you may have gone throughout your young adulthood life up until now kind of thinking or feeling like perhaps you were not appreciated enough, or you weren't, there's a lot of things going on in your family. I don't know how to describe it, but I pick up all of these vibrations, that energy. It's like you had to learn to be strong yourself. You had to learn to kind of fend for yourself without getting the support of what most people would have from their family. And I can relate to this because I never had that support other than my mom in my life. I never really had a support system from my family on either side of my family. So just hang in there and hold on to that message. Now, what I got for you here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not good at reading Roman numerals, so this is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands for me, like, this is a battle that's still going on, and that's what I feel like I was picking up on before I even saw the cards. That she's trying to tell me is that basically your life is kind of it's kind of like an uphill battle. You have some people in your current present life right now that may not celebrate you, or they may not appreciate what you do. It could be drama in your work life, your family life. But I feel like there's a mixture and a culmination, and sometimes you don't want to break down, but you feel like this is too much. Like, this is ridiculous that you have to even put up with the pettiness and put up with all this crap, basically. And I'm sorry to use that language.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. And then you got here the 2 of Wands. So there's some, 2 of coins, pentacles. So basically for me, there is some struggles also financially that you're going through. I feel like there's some worries or struggles financially. Also, like, deciding, to me, this is like, it represents like money going in and money coming out. That's the way I interpret it. It's like you get some money, maybe it may be a paycheck or whatnot, or maybe some kind of monthly income, but then it also goes out, to the bills, and it goes out to other expenses. And it's like you're living to survive, not like living to be comfortable financially. And there's worries about the future. You always think about, well, what if I get sick and I can't work, or what, how am I going to pay the bills if something breaks, So that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling right now with this card. But you also got here the 4 of Wands, which is a very positive color. Notice it's 2 people here. This highlights your love life. So I don't know if right now what's going on with your love life, but I feel like this is like a twin flame type of card and energy for you. So with this, it's a yellow background to me. That's the sun energy that represents the divine masculine. I don't know if you have like someone in your life right now that is a male helping you. Okay, but I see that whatever whatever's going on is going to get better in your life right now, especially in your finances and also in your personal relationships. Even though it maybe feel kind of this year has been very chaotic for you, because that's what I pick up on, it's going to get better. And I feel like 2020 brings some changes, but it's like you, whenever, like what Spirit is telling me is that basically whenever you feel inclined to kind of correspond to the negativity that's being sent your way, whether it's like, you know, an argument starting, you know, or something, some powerful words being exchanged back and forth, avoid it. Just like ignore it and walk away, even if it pisses these people off or whoever it is, because you like going and responding to it is just feeding it, and it's stealing your peace, and it's just making matters. I feel like if you step away from it and just like kind of back a little bit away from it, they are going to kind of realize by themselves, like, hey, you know, this is weird. Like, what's going on? It's kind of like getting into their mental thoughts. Like, you need to, like, do that. You're a very strong person. Like, I don't know. Like, you have a lot of Scorpio energy. I don't know what your sign is at all, but you're a Leo? Yeah. Yeah, you're very strong, but there's a lot of Scorpio energy surrounding you. I don't know what your natal chart looks like, but I would be interested to if you would be interested, you know, you can look it up, like what is your sun sign, your rising sign, and then all of the houses and where you're at, wherever your Scorpio energy is at right now. You have a lot of that like strength of survival and the like the mysterious part of yourself. You don't easily open up to people, so even coming on here was very difficult for you.
It was. I was a little.
So that's why, like, I'm trying to filter a lot of the information that's coming through. I know that you'll be looking at this video later because I'll have it up on my YouTube, in my YouTube IGTV, and then I'll put it up on YouTube as well. But you'll have this video to look back and reflect on it. But you, my dear, are a phoenix. You have risen from the depths of hell, basically. Yeah. So I know what you've gone through. I know what you've gone through, and
a lot more than a lot
saying that.
Know.
Yeah, I can relate to you, and I can see it. And the one thing that I want you to take care of and watch for, and this is not to scare you at all, I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose, it's your physical health, okay? Yeah. You have some physical health issues that are going on at the moment, and I see it, and Spirit wants you to know that you need to take a little bit better care of yourself, whether this is changing your diet, getting some more sleep, basic things that, you know, because I feel like there's some inflammation going on with you. There's also some issues with the hormones. I don't know if it's your thyroid, but there's some other like issues. There's also some, I don't want to say it on camera, but on the reproductive system, there could be some issues there as well. Yeah. So just hold on to those things. And I feel like, you know, basically avoid lifting anything heavy, because I feel like you have spinal issues as well. Yeah. So lifting anything heavy more than 20 pounds right now is not a good thing for you, because you're going to feel it the next day. So these are the things that I'm picking up on and that I needed to share with you. And I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you can hold on to these messages and know that you're not alone.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you. I love it.
Likewise. I wish you nothing but the best in life, and I wish you good health, prosperity, and just happiness in 2020, my sweetheart. Thank you so much.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
You too.
She's so sweet. Okay, let me get to the next person. Oh. And as always, when I'm reading, like, my hands get cold. I don't know why. It's not like super cold here right now. Hi.
Hi, Renee. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Jessica. I live in Southern California.
All right. Southern California. Like near San Diego or Los Angeles?
About 65 miles northeast of Los Angeles.
Okay.
Where the high desert, where it never snows, and it's actually snowed on Thanksgiving, like 5 inches.
I've heard that lately. Los Angeles is getting like very much cold weather. Like California's getting colder weather than normal.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Global warming is a thing.
I know,
and it's causing all sorts of things, all sorts of weird stuff to happen.
I can imagine. Are you open to receiving messages from Spirit?
Absolutely.
I hope my connection is well. Can you hear me well?
I can.
Okay, I just heard an echo, so I have to ask.
Okay.
So I'm pulling some cards here. It's so weird that it's echoing.
I don't know if, I wonder if it's something on my end. Let me try to turn it down.
You're coming in clear.
Okay. Okay.
Hi guys, and welcome to this live. Okay, for you right here, I got the Four of Pentacles. I think that's the Four of Pentacles. So when I get this card, for me, it represents you. You're very methodical. I feel like when it comes to finances, you're always trying to save money, not spend it. You're very conscious about it. So there's a lot of focus right now, I would say, right now around your finances going into 2020 and just period, like right now, overall in your present current life. The next card that I got here for you is the Ten of Wands. This is more of the emotional side. You have a lot of, and I can even pick up on your energy. There's a lot of struggles, like a sense of defeat. You've been through a lot. I don't know if this is like more with your career side or like even your family side, but there's some struggles here that is being highlighted with this. I feel like this is even your love life, because the wands for me represents the masculine part, the masculine energy, like the I'll just say it, like the phallus, etc. So it represents to me communication. It represents areas of your love life. I feel like there has been a lot of struggles in these areas to move forward, and you've made great progress, but you still are kind of like, you know, I've made a lot of progress, but I'm still tired. This has been very draining. So it's like a draining energy that you're going through right now. So I also feel like you were judged, because the next card is the Judgment card in reverse. So for me, like when I see Judgment and it's in reverse, I mean, it comes to me, the way I interpret it is like you're coming out of that. Like wherever you've been feeling in your life, maybe you being your own worst judge or worst critic, or being hard on yourself too much, or other people judging you in some kind of way. I feel like this is like releasing and being lifted up off of you as we go into 2020. So I feel like this is a positive thing. I feel like when it comes to your finances, Spirit just wants you to focus more on that, but don't stress or worry. When it comes to your love life, your family, that love life area, I don't know if you're single right now, but I get the energy of this, and it's like, you know, you're not fully prepared to be open in a relationship, or to you know, kind of, or let me just ask you, I don't want to like be one of those psychics that kind of does cold readings and ask people. I don't like doing, that's not my style, but I feel like you have the energy that of a single person. Are you single?
Yeah. Relationships the endings of relationships are very hard for me.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I would rather not be in one than feel the pain of an ending again.
Yes.
I've only been in 4 serious relationships in almost 20 years. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt from this card that that was coming up with this the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're very much the person that's been struggling with finding the right person aligned for you. But I feel like, you know, eventually that's going to change for you. And this is not coming from the cards, but coming from me, from my spirit guides. And I'm sorry, guys, for those of you that are hearing a lot of voices in the background. This is like, I don't know, a connection or whatever. But I can hear you fine. And I feel like that's going to change. Like, I feel like if you're open to you know, someone new coming in your life, I feel like there's going to be some changes that you would have to do, obviously. And what I mean by that is just like kind of like opening yourself to the idea that of the right person, or doing like a vision board of the right guy that you would want, you know, or writing down on a list. And then you could do some like candle magic. I don't know if you're open to magic at all. This would be white magic. It would not be dark or anything bad like that. Basically taking like a red candle, putting some cinnamon, sprinkling that into it, and then just like writing on a sheet of paper. We call that a petition in the spiritual world or the magic world, and writing down like your, you know, that you would like the perfect soulmate, and being very specific on the type of person that you want in your life. Because I feel like if you're not specific, then your ancestors and your spiritual guides and the spiritual team can't bring that and manifest it to you. So I know that science may sound kind of weird to you or to other people that are listening, but I'm glad this is not weird. I feel sometimes like talking about it is kind of weird because not everybody's open to doing spells or stuff like that. So thank you for being open to that possibility. I feel like it will get better. I feel like for you also, there has been a lot of kind of like, I don't know, like I will say it. I'm going to be very honest with what I feel like. Depressiveness, like you've battled depression, or possibly have battled like some, I don't know, some inner struggles. I'll just say that. I also feel with your health-wise, like you are going through some issues as well. I feel like
I've been very, very sick since September. Things just sort of converged on me at like 5 health issues just came together all at the same time, and it's just like my body fell apart. And I've been having anxiety attacks like every day.
Can I ask you a question? And I hope it's not too personal. Do you suffer from something like PCOS or like I don't? Yeah. Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, that's something I've had for a very long time, but that's not anything that's come up recently. But yeah.
Okay, because I feel like what is happening, it's contributing, even though it's not like the major thing, the underlying factor. I also pick up on inflammation on your lymph nodes and the drainages. So I don't know if this is causing like high blood pressure, or it's causing. Those are the 2 areas I want you to focus on: your blood sugar and your blood pressure, because I feel like it's causing inflammation in some way. And again, I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose, so this is just coming from spirit. I pick up a lot of migraines as well, like a lot of stress, so and stomach issues. So like you got it all going on. I can feel it. It's all there, but it is going to get better. But I feel like you need to definitely like kind of find ways to de-stress, to lift that energy a little bit. I feel like wherever you are at right now, if you don't have like window where you can open and bring light in, bring some light into your space, like for an hour a day, because I feel like that's going to help kind of clear the energies. You're also a very spiritual person. Like what I mean by that is that you're a medium, and I don't know if you've had your own paranormal experiences, but no. Yeah,
my entire family has, and I feel like for me, my sister feels everything, and then I'm just kind of shut off to it. I guess
you are shut off. You shut it off, and that is contributing to your health as well, because the fact that you're so much of a spirit, you're a medium. That's what I'm seeing around you. You have a bright aura. You have a lot of spiritual light. What happens with mediums when we don't open up our energy and kind of find a balance to communicate with spirit? We start getting these health symptoms, and then when we go to doctors, they try to treat it with conventional medicine, or we'll try herbal remedies and things, and it's not helping the situation, and it's not getting any better. And for you, I feel like I would recommend, if you don't have like oracle cards or tarot cards, buy some. And you do?
Yeah. I have 2 decks.
Okay, use them. If you're not using them right now, like use them every day. And I want you to pray to your spirit guides and ask them, whoever's there, even if you feel like you sound crazy, just talk to them and let them know that you are wanting to kind of, if they have a sign for you, or if they want to show you something, to please help you. And also ask any spirits that are there present to go to another medium that you're not available at this time to help them, because the fact that you're not communicating with spirit, they're hanging around you and they're like bombarding you. You have like literally like 5 to 6 spirits, maybe even more than that, up to 20 spirits at one time that's coming to you, because you're like what we call a portal. When we are mediums, we have like a portal built in. We are a portal, and spirit goes through that portal and channels through us. And so for you, you have a lot of spirit activity. Like I feel it all over in your room. I feel it where you're at right now. You have a lot of that. So basically you need to sage your space. If you don't sage like every week, you need to also let them know that they need to go to another medium, that you're not available right now. And then you need to go ahead and find a way to release the stress. Like I said, doing some candle magic, communicating with your ancestors. This is all going to help you to relieve the physical portion that what you're going through, because I know it's not easy. So I hope that these messages help you, and I hope you hold on to them.
It did. Thank you so much, Ray.
You're so welcome. Take care, sweetheart.
You too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Okay. see who's next. I don't know how many minutes I have. This thing kind of cuts off. Hey guys. Hi.
Hey, you look gorgeous.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great, sweetheart. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Sheila, and I'm living in North Carolina.
North Carolina, yes. My peeps from North Carolina. I love it.
I'm originally from Philly, but I'm living in North
Philly?
Carolina.
Girl, I know that you don't miss Philly because of that cold weather.
No.
I always used to watch that show Parking Wars in the morning on A&E, and they would show a lot about Philadelphia and the, you know, the DMV and all that, and I would see like the weather and what they go through out there. I was like, oh my God, it gets really cold in Philly.
Yes, it does.
All right, so I'm going to be a reading for you today, a general reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards from my deck. Are you open to receiving any messages from Spirit?
Yes, I am.
I'm looking forward to Christmas already. I'm like, can we just get
Me
to 2020, please? This year has been so challenging for me personally.
I want to put the tree up. I want to put the tree up like this week.
Yes. I know. Okay, so I'm pulling some cards here. I'm just shuffling them. I give them a good shuffle. Y'all can't see it here on the video, but I'm shuffling. All right. Let me see. Okay, for you, I got the World. Okay, so the World for me is a very positive card. For you, what this translates to is that you're on the verge of a lot of changes in your life, a lot of good changes. It's just a positive card. Positive energy surrounds you. Let me just take a sip of water to clear my throat because I'm about to cough. Okay, so it represents to me, like for you, a lot of change. You have a lot of different options, a lot of thinking. For you, I want to say this is thinking about your career, thinking about your what you're going to do next in that area. I also feel like this is also talking about your love life and those 2 areas itself. Like, are things going to get better? Like, what is expected? The next card I got here is the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is like a very positive card. Again, family. You've always been a family-oriented person. And when it comes to your family, they are what matters most to you. But sadly enough, I feel like a lot of people in your family don't see that, or they don't realize that. They take you for granted in some kind of way. Now, do I speak the truth, or does Spirit speak the truth?
100%.
So
100%.
So what I feel like what this means for you is like, this is going to be your major focus in 2020. It's going to be about reconnecting those bonds, doing some healing for yourself. I don't know if you're open to, again, to magic and stuff, but I would like for you to like buy a green candle and pray to Archangel Raphael and also to Archangel Metatron. And I think like Spirit says for you to be the bigger person, whatever is going on with certain people in your family that's kind of pulled away from you, they want you to kind of test the waters a little bit and see if you can establish, or, you know, a little connection with them and make some healing moves. Because a lot of people, I feel like, that are in your family, I feel like some of them may not necessarily be very fast to kind of like heal things and you know, take the first step. It's almost like, because I'm not going to talk bad about your family at all, but that's not what I'm trying to say. But you know what I mean. They're like,
I know what you mean.
They're not going to be like the bigger person, basically. That's what I'm getting from it. So for you, it's important to at least try. And if they don't, like, then that's fine. You know, that so be it. At least you tried. And that's what Spirit is going to have push you in 2020. I feel like, to make amends in that area and kind of heal. I got here the 10. Oh, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 8. I'm not good at Roman numerals. The 8 of Swords. Okay, so like this one, as you can see, this is you, hun. It represents you. You feel very trapped right now, and you feel like you cannot move. Like I feel like for you, there's a lot of fear that you hold on to when it comes to your future, about your finances, your career, your love life, your family. Like, you worry a lot about all of these areas, and you feel trapped. I'm gonna pull another card for you, just because that card, it doesn't tell me exactly like what is coming up for you. It's not clear. Um, the Nine of Wands. As you can see, he has a bandage on his head. He is kind of like, he's been through the battles like you have. He's been through the war, and he's coming out of it. I feel like for you, this is a good card, because even though you're standing alone in your own thoughts and beliefs, this could be in your work life. Like, people may not necessarily like understand your motives or why you have certain ideas and things like that, but you are very unique and you need to continue standing alone. But I feel like there's a lot of communication this year. You're going to be don't hold me to it, but I feel like you're going to make a transition in a job. This could be switching jobs or some kind of promotion, but there's basically change coming, and I feel like you need it, and it's necessary. And with this, there's a lot of communication. So I feel like you're going to be communicating a lot this year with like looking and doing your own research and putting yourself more out there, kind of like just making a lot of these changes that are very much necessary at this point in your life. And this is so that way you can get out of that stagnation. Would you like to comment? Because I've been babbling.
Yes, no, because I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. Yeah, it's been really tough this year, and I have to make decisions on the life that I want for my son and I. And this place, I do feel like I'm stuck. Like, which way I'm going to go, left or right? Am I going to move out of state? Like, am I going to? It's like I don't know. I don't want to go backwards. I just want to move forward. It's like jumping off that into the pool. Just take the jump.
You are. You're going to move forward, because with this energy of the card that's coming up, with the Nine of Wands, like, I feel like it's very much you. Like, it may not be in the beginning of 2020, but I feel like more after summer, like around the fall and winter months of 2020, you're definitely going to be taking a stand, and you're going to start seeing some things ease up on you, and kind of like feeling a little bit more in sync. But you do need to like put some more faith. I want to recommend you buying something called the Rose of Jericho. This is a plant. It's like a plant you can put water in, and some crystals. No, and what was that?
Yeah, I have one.
You have one? Yes. See, Spirit knows, girl. It's still in a bag. It's still in a bag. You need to open it up, girl.
I know.
Put it in a bowl of.
Put it. Yeah.
Put it in a bowl of water and let that thing blossom and bloom, and then put some money on there, some coins and citrine crystal. And you definitely, it's funny. See, I can't make these things up. Like when Spirit says Rose of Jericho, tell her about Rose of Jericho. And I was like, I don't know if I want to mention Rose of Jericho. And they're like, say Rose of Jericho. And then you're like, you pull out the Rose of Jericho.
I got this like several months ago, and I just put it down here with my books.
That is crazy. Girl, get that thing in a bowl of water after today. Let it blossom, because that's going to help you financially. That's going to help you to start bringing the blessings into your life, into your son's life. That's very important. So this is why I said I feel like you were very family oriented, because you are matron. You are the mother of, your son, of the, of your family that you have right now. And so like, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to use the Rose of Jericho, to use the candle magic, to know that you're a spiritual badass.
Thank you.
You got it. You got it in you. You just have to believe in yourself a little bit more. I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit at the end of the day. You kind of like, think, well, I'm not doing it enough. I don't know. Like, you do research on certain things, and then you're like, you put it up, and you don't necessarily like want to actually do it because you're afraid. Because I feel like with you, it was religion that was ingrained into you about the things, that or kind of like open up doors and stuff like that. And so that's social conditioning. You got to break that, and only you can do that. And so I feel like this is what Spirit was saying, because like, how would I know about the Rose of Jericho?
I know. I'm like, you said it. I'm like, it's right here, right next to my ankle. Let me get it.
So again, this is Spirit talking and saying, you need the Rose of Jericho. So I want to thank you so much for listening to me, and you can go back and listen to this. You're such a sweetheart. You have a great aura. You're going to attract the things.
I love you.
I love you too. And blessings and love tonight. Take care, sweetie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See, this is the things that I cannot make up. You can buy the Rose of Jericho. on Etsy. That's my spiritual place that I love to go to. You can go to different spiritual shops if you have one. I recommend this plant if you're going through financial crisis. It's not going to be like, I don't want to make you misunderstand or misinterpret. The Rose of Jericho is not like a foolproof guarantee method, not just like crystals aren't and candle is not. It's the intent that you put behind the Rose of Jericho. It's your beliefs with spirit, the connection to the higher power. And if you believe and you don't doubt, it's going to work for you. And it's a plant that I have at home. I use it. You can add crystals like citrine, that's good for abundance, a clear quartz, basically anything that you want. Rose quartz, you know, you can put things into the bowl when you add the water to it. So, like I said, this is a true connection to spirit. You cannot make these things up. And I'm glad that I'm glad that she was right by her Rose of Jericho, and it was still in the bag. And I'm like, girl, put it in a bowl of water. All right, so let's get to the next person. Hi. Oh. How are you doing?
Hello?
How are you doing today?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, let me click off. I don't think she can hear me.
I'm having...
Let's try someone else and I'll go back to her. I think it's a connection issue. Let me see here.
Thanks for getting me here.
Hi.
I'm going through really like a hard time in my life right now. I really needed your reading. So thank you very much for accepting me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. What is your name, sir, and where are you from?
My name is Arthur. I'm from Lithuania.
From where?
From Lithuania.
Lithuania?
Yes, from Lithuania.
Okay, awesome. Well, you speak good English, so thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you can, you know, you can take the messages. Are you open to receiving anything from Spirit?
Yes, I'm like, I'm kind of a spiritual man, you know.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. You're very gifted. You have a lot of psychic abilities yourself. But I also feel like it goes beyond that. I feel like you're a telepath in some ways. Like you can read minds or like communicate with other people. You are a healer as well in your own area. So you're multifaceted when it comes to your spiritual abilities. I'm just shuffling the cards. I'm going to see this. But I will say this, that there has been a lot of attack on you. There's a lot of darker energy that surrounds you. These are things that have come from other psychics, other people who may not like, that are jealous of you or that don't necessarily like the fact that you're so open and you can see through, you know, the things, the lies that they have put out there. So I feel like this is coming from, I don't know, like, I just feel like there is a portal that's open. I keep hearing Spirit say that there is a portal open. Like you've had like nightmares, you have seen shadows, you've had a lot of weird experiences over the last couple of years going on. There's something that has followed you. And what is going on here is that you are very open to Spirit. So you need to shut some of those doors. And how do you shut those doors? Basically, you're going to need to start meditating a little bit more. I also feel like you need to kind of do a banishing spell or doing some banishing work. Basically, like walking around your room with sage or Palo Santo and clearing out the energies that surround you. Because you have some darker energies that are surrounding you, and they're like draining you physically in some ways, and they're trying to get in your thoughts. You have a special ability like I do to see the good spirits, and you also have an ability to see bad spirits. So you can see both worlds. There's people that only have spiritual abilities to see the good. You have both of them.
Yes.
I get the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is betrayal. Again, this is talking about people who have backstabbed you, people that have lied. This could be in your love life. You feeling like betrayed in some kind of way or misunderstood by people that, you know, they present one face, but it's like Lady Gaga's song Poker Face. And it's like a different type of energy that they project to you in front of you, but behind you, they're talking, you know, crap. They're lying to you, manipulating the situation. So that's the first card I got. Then the second card I got here is the Five of Pentacles. And it's like these people are walking away from a situation and walking away from certain opportunities. So for you, like in your finances, where your money situation is coming in, I feel like you've lost some independence. You've lost some maybe you're not happy in your job. You're not happy in a certain area of your life right now where money is not coming in like you want it to come in, and you're kind of trapped because you're not the typical person that's going to work a 9-to-5 job or like a regular job. You're very different. And what I mean by that, I mean it in a good way. We're very much unique. And so for you, it's all about your creativity, your artistry, who you are as a person and expressing that. And you feel very alone with the Hermit card. I got the Hermit card. That represents you, that you like to be more to yourself. You don't like to really like hang around with a lot of people because they don't understand who you are as a person, because you're so different than them. A lot of them like the party life, or they like to do drugs and things like that. And you're not like that. You're very much about, you know, the spirituality of loving one another, not judging somebody because of the exterior or because how you look. You've been judged. They're telling me, Spirit is telling me that you've been judged by the way that you look. And there's been a lot of confusion or things around your sexuality as well. So like who you are as a person is beautiful, and you need to understand that and see that, and don't care about what other people are talking or creating drama in your life. I feel like you're going through a deep transformation. So over the next year, when we get into 2020, things are going to change, but it's going to be primarily due to you. You have the power in you. It's just a matter of tapping into that and using it to its fullest potential. But I feel like there is a power struggle. Like I keep hearing my spirit guides say that the dark side wants you to work for them. They want you to be helping them. So they get into your thoughts. They get into messing up, creating chaos in your life, so that way you get disconnected and feel like kind of like, you know, oh, well, like, because people don't realize that there is a spiritual world here in the physical world. There is a battle between forces of good and forces of darkness, just like a video game when you're fighting, you know, the bad guys. And for you, I feel like it's just like that. Like the dark side wants you. These are the like dark witches, people that have dark thoughts. That side of the world, the universe or the spirit world wants you to work for them, to kind of help them. But the good side, the angel side, wants you to actually step into the light. And for you, because your main mission is to heal people and help people, they don't want you doing that. So you're going to find a lot of opposition from people around you, like not supporting you. This could be your family, this could be friends, like making jokes, like not really taking you seriously about what you want to do. So you need to know that you are doing everything that's right. You need to follow your intuition, follow what you feel. And things are going to change. So you're not a bad person. And I feel like sometimes you kind of, in your thoughts, in your mind, you say to yourself, like, maybe I did something wrong to deserve this, or maybe I'm not doing the right things. So Spirit wants you to stop doubting yourself. Don't doubt yourself anymore. So I hope that you can hold on to these messages. I hope that they helped you today. Was there anything that you wanted to add or say or anything?
Yes, you know, Ray, yeah, honestly, it was like you, you know, you tell me straight up, you told me everything about me. You're very right, you know, and I am really like a spiritual person, and I'm always dragged into dark side, because dark side is like, I know both sides, and sometimes I'm fighting my own demons. I'm fighting.
Yes, and that's the shadow side of you. We all have a dark side. I have a dark side. Everyone has a dark and light side. But what I meant is that I feel like the dark side is alluring to you in some ways, because they want, the dark side basically wants you to step into when we come to Earth, and we have like when we are born here into Earth, we have a choice of which side we align to. A lot of people don't know about it. I don't talk about this a lot. Some of us go and serve the dark side, and some of us serve the light side, which is to help people. And some people serve the dark side and have spiritual abilities and use those spiritual abilities to hurt other people, to get what they want. Ultimately, it's about control and power. They want it to use their gifts to help themselves. Basically, it's like the darker things, addictions, hurting other people, lying, stealing, darker things, getting into like satanic things and things like that. So I'm not saying that that's what you are doing now, but I'm saying like that's what the spirits that are around you, they want to pull you into that side. So for you, like, you have to shift to the other side, even if the darkness feels kind of, good, or feels kind of like mysterious and you're intrigued by it. It's okay to understand it, but they want you to step into the light, like to kind of push yourself and don't give into those darker temptations, like things that that are self-destructive in many ways for yourself. Okay, so
Yes.
That's the best way I can put it. I hope that this helps you. You're saying your name's Arthur, right?
Arthur, yes, my name is
Okay,
Arthur.
well, I wish you nothing but blessings. I surround you with light, my brother. Thank you so much for being here. Many blessings to you.
Ray, thank you very much. I'm very, very happy. Believe me.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care,
you
sir.
very much.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. So a lot of people, like what I was trying to talk about, Arthur, and say is that there is a lot of darkness in the world. We have the light, we have the darkness. A lot of us that are tuned in, they're saying, well, we all have darkness. True. We all have a shadow self, and we all are, battling the dark side of ourselves. But when we're born into this world, a lot of people don't know this. When we're born into this world, we're given an option of what side we're going to serve, basically. And you don't hear a lot of spiritual people talking about this because it kind of feels like it's religious in some way, but it really is not. It really is the truth. Like, a lot of us serve either the dark side or the light side. And it's very apparent when we look at people that are like murderers, rapists, child molesters, things like that. Those are the darker things that those people serve the darkness. And so I feel like for Arthur, like I was saying, there's a darker side that is very alluring, and they will present it in some way to him, whether it's like people that he meets, friends, things like that, that will want to pull him into that direction. But he has to stay more in the light because he wasn't meant to serve darkness. And again, I know that sounds like crazy babble when you listen to me talk about it, but it is the truth, and it is something that's very existent in the world. So let me get on to the next person. Okay. I'm going to try Kesha again. Kesha.
Hi.
Hi. I'm so sorry about it earlier. I don't know what was going on. I could hear you, but I don't think you could hear me.
Yeah, I have bad connection out here. Yeah.
I didn't forget about you, sweetheart. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Dakisha, and I'm from Virginia.
All right, Virginia. So I'm going to read for you today. Are you open to receiving anything from Spirit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And for those of you that are asking that if you paid for a reading during my Black Friday sale, basically it's going to be 5 to 8 weeks turnaround time, and I will be responding by email over this next week. Like starting tomorrow, I'll be responding to anyone who sent me an email with their photo and questions to get back. Because I know a lot of you that purchase a reading are still asking about it. Sorry, I didn't mean to say this on your session, but hi.
Hey.
Oops, this card. Okay, so I got a card from Spirit and it popped to the floor, and that's the one I'm going to have to read for you. Because when I believe when cards pop out from your deck, that's Spirit wanted me to show it to you. So immediately I got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is you. Very strong-minded. I feel like you're someone that is cutting through all, whatever you've been wanting to manifest going forward, whether it's like stability for your child, stability for yourself and your love life, like getting that situation better. This is a, and I'm sorry about that. I got cut off because of Instagram's policy. So I'm going to try. Hopefully everybody joins again. I'm sorry about that, guys. We got disconnected. Instagram cuts you off after an hour, and I'm going to try to get Dekesha back. Hopefully she joins, and then I'll get to continue to read for her. I am so sorry about that. Let me see if she's on. I don't see her. I hope she's here. Let me see. Okay, I'm just waiting for her to come back. If anybody sees Dekesha, or Dekesha, if you see this, I may just have to do the reading without her being physically, on the screen. Let me see. I don't see her on here. I don't see her on here. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. Sorry. All right, let me see if Dekesha is back. Okay, I don't see her back, so I'm going to just do it here on the screen and act like she's on here. And if she sees it later on, she'll be able to see it. Or if somebody wants to tag her, you can. But basically, I got the Ace of Swords. So again, for you, Dekesha or Kesha, what this means is that basically you're going to be cutting through all of that, basically getting what you want in 2020. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So again, for the Wheel of Fortune is like luck changing. Where there's been stagnation, the patterns are changing. And a lot of positivity and a lot of good things are happening for you as you get into 2020. Though I feel like you are still going to be battling someone. I feel like there is a male energy. This could be your child's father, etc. So there is some type of some battles that you're going through in your love life or in your personal life. But I feel like it's going to be positive for you because the other two cards that came out were the Ace of Swords and again the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like for you, if you look at this video later and see it, know that Spirit is basically telling you that things are going to get much better for you. But you just will have to be aware that there is still some struggles and some battles up ahead in 2020 for you, dealing primarily with people from your past or people in your present that are still kind of like just difficult to deal with. And so I hope that you take these messages and hold onto them and they kind of help you. So guys, I am physically drained. I didn't think I was going to do a reading on Sunday, but I did want to come on here and share some time with you, spend some time since I haven't been doing Instagram lives for a while. I definitely want to recommend if you want to, there's like 27 more times that you can use my promo code for 50% off of a reading, which would make it $60 because they typically retail for $120 for a psychic reading. So if you want one, you can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Once that promo code has been used and it no longer will work, that means that my sale has ended. So Even though I'm running it until Cyber Monday, when it ends, it ends. And so I want to thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you so, so much, and I never take any of my rays of light, any of my fans, any of my followers for granted. Blessings and love and light to each and every one of you, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.